Hello, it's time for another Rise of the Witch King commentary. This one is from our August 1v1 tournament. And yeah, we have, in this particular game, we have Luke versus Eonwe. And I am Phoenix, and I will be casting this game for you. Now, as usual for tournament games, we kind of do the best 2 out of 3 when it comes to each match. So these two players will play either 2 or 3 games depending on how things go. We can actually see that Luke went for Rallying Call as his first power, which is pretty standard for Dwarves, exactly what you'd expect. Eonwe actually went for War Chant as Angmar. And Luke here setting up his mine right beside his Hall of Warriors. Of course, Dwarves are very slow, so they're pretty dependent on their mine network to actually transport themselves around. And Eonwe quickly building some Thrall Masters, going for a really fast Hall of the King's Men there. I believe that was his second building, actually. I think he went for this mill and then this. And he's moving quickly. I have seen Eonwe play pretty aggressively, getting himself set up really quickly and going right for his opponent's base, forcing his opponent on the defense. And he's actually managing his builder here, moving him all the way down here. Now he's retreating from his warg, which got a little close comfort. It looks like he's actually scouting for forward mines. And that's why he's kind of wandering around here, just in case Luke would set up a forward mine here. But of course, Luke actually set up his forward mine over here instead. And this builder is about to discover it, so he's going to know exactly where Luke is. Now keep in mind that this is 2.02 version 5.0.1. In version 5, random factions are revealed on the loading screen, so Eonwe was well aware of the fact that his opponent was Dwarves. Luke reacts quickly, gets his Guardians out, which are much stronger units than these Gundabad Warriors. They're also slow. Now he's also trying to defend his base from more warriors, which are sent straight there. He's especially going to want to protect this mine shaft, because this is really feeding into his mine network, any units that come out from his Hall of Warriors. And Eonwe is just trying to find something to attack. He's using some axe throwers to try to hit the Guardians from a distance. He has a maximum command point limit of 400 resources, well below that now, can still spam quite a few units. While his opponent, Luke, has 350 maximum. These are still in the early stages. Luke might fall behind when it comes to his command point limit, simply because he has to worry about forward mines, which might not last very long. Luke is actually taking on this troll. It looks like he's going to go for the inn. He's going to build some hobbits. And Eonwe decided to go in the same direction. He's actually attacking this mine shaft because Thrall Master is being attacked directly. Tried to retreat, but it just didn't work out. Of course, when you lose the Thrall Master's Angmar, you lose the entire battalion of units. And here we are, Eonwe is attacking again, and Luke went inside the mine network. But he did exit the units back out. He lost his mine shaft there. He does have another one up here. He is building mine shafts everywhere, trying to take over the top part of the map. But Eonwe doesn't want to let him do that. Luke grabbing the treasure chests. Now that he took out the troll there, probably building some hobbits as well. Luke is just trying to block Eonwe from going after this mine shaft as well. At this point, most of Eonwe's forces are concentrated in this area. It looks like they're going to retreat because they can't take on these Guardians. They're too strong. So they're going to try to attack from a distance, and oh, that warg is getting a little close. That's another mine shaft that's going down. Meanwhile, Eonwe is also moving around here with this one half-dead Gundabad Orc unit. Probably just making sure Luke isn't planning some kind of attack from the other side. At this point, Luke is just trying to establish himself in this part of the map. And he has the manpower to do it right now. Eonwe just doesn't have enough units. Look what a difference those hobbits are making. They're really killing these guys very fast. Hobbits do quite a lot of damage with their rocks. Even against Thrallmasters, which are pretty resistant. They have quite a bit of health. A builder being chased down by axe doors, but he gets away. Right now, Luke is in control here. Eonwe not really able to fight him off. And this could be really bad when these units hit Eonwe's base here. Still spamming lots of Thrallmasters. Well, actually, yes. Like I was just about to say, what he really needs are Black Númenóreans, and yes, he's building Black Númenóreans. Actually, he has one right there. You really want to get Black Númenóreans quickly against Dwarves. It's your key chance, really, to turn things around. It's very difficult to take on their infantry. They're just so powerful. Black Númenóreans will help out a lot. We have both Rallying Call and War Chant. Black Númenóreans are the strongest swordsmen in the game. They can take on Guardians. But in this case, there's just so many enemies, it could be a huge problem. Still waiting to see more of them. Really needs to build more. He's doing quite well, actually. It's really taking these guys down. Dwarves losing a lot of units. The combination of Númenóreans and axe doors is really powerful. Even against buff dwarven units, it seems. They're still going to try to take out some mills here, and Eonwe is definitely forced on the defensive. He's defending fairly well, considering. He just has to worry about Luke splitting up his forces and causing problems. I wonder what impact this had. Okay, we still have 475 maximum command points. We do have this as a level 2 mill now. You're on the move, victory. He's not going to want to lose this. But he's not doing too badly, considering. Whoops, just click there instead of. Alright, and Luke still does have an advantage after being able to really play aggressively now. 550 maximum command points. 7 power points as well.
We march to victory.
6 power points of Eonwe. It looks like, yeah, Luke still has just 1 unit production building, his Hall of Warriors. This could go badly for him if he doesn't get a second one, because Eonwe has 2 buildings, and he's got this one to level 3. He's building Dark Rangers and Black Númenóreans. It could be a huge problem for Luke. And Dark Rangers will easily kill hobbits from a distance. So Eonwe could turn this around. Still expanding in quite a few areas as well. And he's moving in for an attack on that well-defended area where this inn is. Might not be as well defended this time around. No, he's got his units in his mine system. That's the reason I was saying it didn't seem so well defended, because there was nothing to come out. But now, yeah, this could be a huge problem. We have Brand. Great choice. Pretty much always a good choice as a first hero for Dwarves. When he hits level 2, he gets his Slam Shot ability, which is fantastic against groups of enemies. You can also just target Thrallmasters with it. And Eonwe pushed back. He's going to want to take out this inn. It's not a good thing to let Luke keep spamming hobbits, but he is getting rangers, which will make his life a bit easier. At this point, Angmar's army is more threatening than it used to be. At the beginning of the game, they were pretty weak compared to Dwarves. But by upgrading quickly to better units, we have a Fell Wind there. You can get a few free kills and those Dwarven units get up. Brand is going to hit level 2 soon. It'd be interesting if he tries to thin out the infantry or actually target some rangers with a slam shot. Oh, we have an Undermine. Good use of Undermine. Drop right on top of them. But a few rangers were killed in that. attack, but a lot of them still survived. Actually, it looks like they were buffed, so they kind of just tanked it. And Dwarves wins the battle and moves on, but they don't have a lot of forces left. There's not a lot of basic infantry units. The hobbits are more useful at a distance, although of course they can still attack with their sticks, go after buildings and so forth. Now keep in mind this undermine is basically, well, it's a mine, so Luke can actually use this to exit even more units. But it looks like Eonwe is going to try to, well, maybe not. He's retreating again because of the hobbits. They're getting really close. So Eonwe is struggling to turn things around. Luke is really dominating the top part of the map. If you really look, there's just white dots all over the place. And that's just Luke expanding with mine shafts everywhere. He controls half the map, essentially. Eonwe is trying to expand down here, although he has quite a lot of... They're just not showing up on the map, but he also has tons of mills all across the south, but he's still forced him to play defense. So overall, Luke is doing pretty well. Look at Eonwe expanding right into Luke's base pretty much here. And deleted that mill because it was obviously not going to last. He's got some resources back. And Luke's trying to protect this mine shaft. We have a long shot from Angmar. It's a Dark Ranger, level 2 special ability. Drop a volley of arrows on your enemy. Eonwe managed to hold it back over here, but Luke is attacking again from this side. Luke is a pretty strong player, as you can see. Pretty hard to really fight him off when he comes after you. Brand actually took a huge amount of damage. Switches to battle stance where he'll take less as he's retreating. But it looks like the Gundabad orcs are actually faster than him, and now he's getting flanking damage. Luke uses heal to try to save him. And yeah, it does look like he's going to get away. These units will stop these orcs from advancing. Brand is safe. Good use of heal there. That really saved him. If he didn't use heal, he would have lost him for sure. You never want to lose a hero. The revival time of any hero is 2.5 times their build time. And they're only slightly cheaper than when you first purchased them. So you always want to protect them. And Luke's trying to advance again, but Eonwe is resisting. He has another long shot ready if he wants to use it. Oh, good slam shot there. Takes out quite a few rangers. And now is a good time to use long shot. Is he going to use long shot? Long shot plus fell wind. Good combo. What you do is you drop long shot, and then if you see him starting to move away, then use fell wind. Grab him back. We did not see that this time. Oh, Brand actually went down. Luke wasn't paying attention to Brandon, who was getting targeted by these rangers, and he went down really quickly. So that's kind of an expensive loss. But Luke does have a really strong economy, so you know, paying for it is not going to be the problem. It's just waiting for it that's going to be annoying. Not a lot you can do to decrease the revival time unless you have certain fortress upgrades, which only certain factions have. And finally, Eonwe is advancing into this part of the map, getting closer to the inn. Hobbits showing up again, but this time we have Dark Rangers. Look how quickly they can kill these hobbits. But Luke does exit a huge number of units. This could be a big problem. Again, a few long shots wouldn't go badly, and we have Gundabad orcs summoned, slowing down the dwarves yet again. These dwarven units are actually going to go down here. Eonwe is actually moving in through the middle as well, making some progress. And on the bottom left, trying to push Luke back. Luke getting really close to this level 2 mill, which is already almost dead. It looks like Eonwe is going to lose it. And Eonwe is going to potentially take out the inn right here, but he seems to be moving away. Or maybe he's just going to capture it.
We bring silent
625 maximum command points, pretty close to the limit. He's got War Chant, Fell Wind, and Summon Orcs, 2 5-point and 1 10-point powers. Same situation, kind of. Well, Luke has way more maximum. His maximum command points is 1,000, which is the highest he can get, and he just lost a builder right there. That was unfortunate for him. As his 2 5-point powers in heal and rallying call, and his 10-point undermine. Still well below his maximum command point limit. Lost quite a few units recently. And if you look at 8 points, 9 points, so both players are really close in terms of power points, but Luke has a pretty sizable advantage in terms of his maximum army size. And if he keeps playing aggressively and makes progress against Eonwe, he can definitely make a huge difference. Again, we have Eonwe trying to take out a mineshaft. Almost succeeds, but not quite. Now these rangers really should retreat. And they are. They're very vulnerable at close range. Eonwe is moving to block, or maybe not. I thought he was going to block these units advance, but he's moving straight into Luke's base instead, letting these units essentially have free reign over this area. By the way, he has 3 hulls of the King's Men now, including the level 3 one. Still spamming a lot of Thrallmasters, but the occasional Numenorians and Rangers as well. And this is a pretty big force moving right for the core of Luke's base here. And Luke, by the way, on 2 hulls of Warriors, still being outspammed because he's dealing with 3 hulls of the King's Men. Of course, he has pretty strong units. And then so does Angmar now. This Luke uses Rebuild to try to save his now level 3 mineshaft that's feeding into his mine network. His most important mineshaft. Uses heal to save Dane there, who took a lot of damage. The mineshaft goes down anyway. And Eonwe does his job there. Doesn't manage to take out any Hall's Warriors, but he at least took out the mineshaft. That's going to slow down Luke. Well, actually, not for very long. But it was a level 3 mineshaft, so good idea to take this out. Remember, Luke has a few level 3 mineshafts because Eonwe hasn't been able to really attack the core of his base very much. Actually, he has a level 3 mill as well. Dwarves still causing problems over here. This inn is still up. There was a point where Eonwe could take out the inn, but he didn't. Well, he didn't have a lot of units, but I think he had enough. King Dane here at level 1, of course, has leadership. And that's just going to make Dwarves a lot more dangerous. Angmar retreating. Eonwe's troops moving back. And again, he's playing defense. So Luke continues trying to force his way into his base. So once again, Eonwe repels him. Bran is actually running away. It looks like he's being chased. There's no way he's going to get into trouble. Remember, the damage bonus when you go into aggressive stance with a hero is something like 10%, so unless you really need that to go from 2 hitting a unit to 1 hitting the unit, it's usually not worth actually using it in combat. And Gunavad Orcs will take 1 hit. Same with Rangers as far as I know. That was Blight, by the way, that was used. A pretty strong effect. Turned quite a few Dwarven units into Whites. The rest retreated. Now they're basically safe, I guess. We have all 3 5-point powers and a 10-point power of Undermine for Luke. Maximum 1,000 command points, 700 used so far. 13 power points saved up. Almost has his 15-point power. Eonwe, though, didn't get 3 5-point powers. He did get Summon Orcs and he got Blight.
I am the Fist of Angmar.
He's got his 15-point power already and he's got 3 more power points to spare. And 775 maximum command points, very close to the limit. Again, still under what Luke has. But still has been playing quite well. Has a chance to turn things around. At this point, he's actually cleared all the mine shafts in this area, and he's actually taking the inn when I wasn't paying attention. So that's pretty good for Eonwe. Pretty big performance there. Luke's trying to attack again, but he's got to deal with a lot of enemy units. Dane could even get himself into big trouble. And that was a great slam shot. Takes out a lot of Rangers, and we have a long shot. slightly off the mark there. Still does a little bit of damage. Oh, and we have Cloud Break, 15-point power. Luke has picked to help him out here. And oh, we have a summoned Orcs on top of Brand, and Brand's going to go down from this, most likely. Remember, Orcs are faster than him. He's got nowhere to go. And with the extra flanking damage, he easily goes down. That was a great summon Orcs to take out. Pretty useful hero for Dwarves. But Luke is pushing in from multiple sides. And what's going on over there? Dane! Oh, look how close! And he did go down. Luke lost both heroes. Dane almost got away, but not quite. So that's pretty disastrous. And it looks like Eonwe is actually going to take out this attack as well. But Luke still has a strong force at the top. He can recapture his inn. We're actually seeing the Rudar Hillman, the Angmar inn unit added in version 5, which is basically, well, same as the previous one, Wildman, but with a Thrallmaster. There we go. They're going to fight these phalanxes. Of course, swordsman versus pikes. Swordsman can do pretty well there, even though Wildmen are not particularly strong. Looks like Luke is trying to set up a sort of forward base. Didn't really work out. What is that, a statue? Yes, a statue. Still has mine shafts pretty close by. We have Men of Dale. Men of Dale are strong archers, not as strong as Dark Rangers, but they're very strong nonetheless. So we do have 2 halls of warriors and the archery range. Eonwe is still on 3 halls. And now we are seeing another Dwarven attack from the south. This inn is still under the control of Angmar, by the way. Major fight about to start here. We have another undermine. Really devastating. And he's forced back. So far things going well for Dwarves. This is level 2, almost level 3 mill is going to go down. Eonwe is actually starting to upgrade his fortress. He obviously senses danger. And again, I'm waiting for a long shot. He does have another one, right? Maybe not. He might not have another long shot. And oh, this is actually kind of bad. They're really close to these archers. This could be pretty bad for Eonwe right now. Dwarves killing a lot of his units. Let's take a look at his situation. 281, like 250 command points out of 650. 800 out of 1,000. Yeah, Eonwe is in a lot of trouble right now in terms of his army, and this undermine is still up, and it's more and more units are coming out of it. And this could really end things. Look at Luke's control of the map. He controls the south now as well. You can see his mines everywhere. And look at that. Men of Dale summon. Easily dispatches with all these units. And this could be it for Eonwe right now. He really has very few options available to him. Look at this. Luke controls pretty much everything. And really things changed very fast in this game, because there was a whole point where it looked like, okay, Eonwe has the south and Luke has the north. But now Luke controls almost everything. Look at Eonwe just spamming fortress upgrades, getting some wall hubs to prevent the Dwarves from clumping around the fortress. He's got a few towers, spending tons of resources on that. And he's actually got another 1,800 resources, and he actually gives up the game in this situation. It was only a matter of time before Luke could win, and that is it for round 1, game 1 of Luke versus Eonwe. So that is 1 point to Luke. And now they'll play their second round. If Luke wins the second round, then Luke advances. If Eonwe wins the second round, then they get to play their third round to decide the winner of the whole thing. And yeah, that is it for this cast. I will see you guys in the next one.